happy Friday, everyone. This is Isaac Schaefer. I am going to be doing a quick tutorial, kind of like a re-tutorial on how to upload your transactions and upload your listings to Skyslope. Not much has changed. We have uploaded some new checklists to Skyslope, so you might see some more options when you're in Skyslope uploading a transaction or uploading a listing if you've been doing this for a while. But if you are getting this video for the first time, this is going to be the quick rundown on how to upload a listing and how to upload a transaction to Skyslope. So anyways, we're going to start with a listing. So this is when you log into Skyslope, this is a front screen. Right now it shows me everyone's listings and transactions. So that's why it shows so many. But for you, it's just going to show yours up here on this top bar. So we're going to start by clicking Manage Listings. From here, we'll click Create Listing, top right-hand corner. This is where you'll want to put your name if it's your listing. Going to put the office address as an example for this video. It's called a residential listing, but this is all going to look the same whether it's multifamily, condo, vacant land. It's just going to have a different checklist, obviously, for the different forms, but the format is all going to be the same. So I'm going to click on residential listing, type in how much property is listed for. I want to pause really quick and say, don't sweat over this. If this is a listing that's coming active in 3 weeks and you don't have it, you don't have the price necessarily solidified yet, that's fine. You can adjust this later. Same with the listing commission. If you're thinking 3% and then they end up negotiating you down, or whatever the case, you can change that. So nothing is set in stone. This is also where you would add a co-listing agent if you were splitting this with someone. And obviously, same with list date. If we're listing it on Thursday of next week, we have to push it back a week. That is fine. You can adjust that. So I'm just putting the list date and I'm putting the expiration date here. What year was the property built? What's the source of the deal? This is pretty much just for your benefit. So at the end of the year, we can pull all your closings and show, hey, the vast majority of your closings were from personal referral or from prospecting or sign calls, etc. So this is just for you. Seller's name, and you can add another seller here, or you can, if the seller's name is company, you can switch to company seller. Now this gives me a little summary. I'm going to click on Create My Listing, and that is it. It is all created. So this is the summary of the listing. These are the contacts in the listings. Right now all I have is a seller, but I can add anyone else. This is a checklist, and this is where you're going to upload documents. So now I'm going to upload documents as an example to show you how to go from here. So let me pause really quick and explain. When I see a new listing is in Skyslope, I am going to click on the listing, or when I do this when I see a listing goes active. So when the listing goes active, I see that on the MLS and I go into your checklist and I'm going to make sure that all of these required items are uploaded. Okay, and again, this checklist isn't reflecting the new checklist that we just sent Realty One Group, so this will be changing in just a little bit. It's all going to be pretty much the same. It's just going to have a couple variances, but it should be pretty straightforward. So anyways, in order to add documents to this checklist, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go into Documents right here, and you're going to click on Upload a Document. And I'm just going to go into a random file right now. Just to use it as an example. Okay, so let's say I have the 1A right here. I'm going to open that and it's uploading. And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to grab this 7B. It's uploading. Going to grab the 17. I can also grab multiple by holding down the command key. Realist is a bad example because there's no need to upload Realist. I just did that there as an example. Okay, so now I've uploaded four files. So now I'm going to show you how to assign those to the checklist. So you'll select the item with the left-hand corner right there, and you'll click Assign right here. And all you have to do is start typing what it is. 1A, oops, and that's not working. Okay, you can just scroll down until you find the applicable item. So I'm going to select the 1A and I'm going to assign it. And now I'm going to select the 7B, which is not a mandatory document. So I'll click on that and I'll scroll down. There's a 7B and I will assign it. And now let's say the realist, just for an example, let's say that this is multiple documents at once, okay? So bear with me here. What I'm going to do is I want to show you how to split a document. So you click on this document and you click Split. Now let's say page 1 is the listing input. It's a bad example, obviously, but let's just say it's the listing input for the sake of this. So I'm going to write form 1, and there it is, listing input. But pages 2 and 3 are the whatever, fill in the blank, form 35, inspection addenda. Now I can click Split and Assign. And let's go to the checklist. And now it shows that they're all uploaded accordingly. Does that make sense? And so what I'm going to do is when I see that your listing is active, I'm going to be able to click on these, double check that the file looks correct, and then I will accept it, and you'll be good to go. That's pretty much how that works. One last thing I want to show you is, let's say there is a document that is unique to your transaction. And for some reason, it is not here on the checklist. Again, we've added more to this, so hopefully this won't happen often. But if it does happen, let's say it does, this is what you will do. You'll click right up here and you'll click Add New, and you'll type in whatever the document is, random document, and done. And now let's go back to documents over here. Okay, so right now I'm in checklist. I added a new item to my checklist called random document. Now I'm going to go back to documents. I'm going to click on this guy right here, and I'm going to assign it to random document. Assign. Done. Now when I'm reviewing your file, I'll see, okay, there's a random document, and here's what it is, and it should be pretty self-explanatory. The other cool item, you can write comments. So for example, you can say, this is needed because of ABC. And it tells a bit of a story. So anyways, that is how it works. There's a lot of other cool items that you can do here. You can add as many contacts or as few contacts as you would like. All that is really necessary is that you add all the mandatory documents in the checklist. So everything that says required right here in status must be uploaded. There are occasionally a few exceptions. For example, the Form 17 is not necessary on a probate sale, in which case you would simply write in the comments, probate, not applicable, or something to that effect. And then when I see the property is listed, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to see that the Form 17 is not uploaded, and then I will see that it's a probate sale. And so I will click on not required, and it won't be required. So that's pretty much how it works. Again, there's a lot to explore here. You can, if you utilize Skyslope properly, it can really be a huge asset to you. I encourage you to look into tasks. Tasks is a great way to set reminders for yourself. If you, it's just a secondary option to use in your calendar or your Apple reminders, etc. This can be very cool. Log is awesome too. It shows you kind of a history of when you uploaded certain things. Lastly, at the top of every page, you see an email here, North I Street 13022@skyslope.com. This is very cool. So I'm going to show you an example of how this can be used. if I want to copy that, and for some reason it's not letting me copy it. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go into my email here. All right. So if we copy and paste that email address and we type in random document or whatever it is, and we attach a file, this is pretty cool. And we send it. Now let's go back to Skyslope, go to documents. It's not necessarily instantaneous, so bear with me. It may not come immediately. We'll keep refreshing a few times, but just in case it doesn't come up while we're doing this, that document will go into your documents here. So you won't have to upload everything. So if you're in the middle of a transaction and you are sending it an authentisign for your sellers to sign the listing agreement, and you can add this email, in North I Street 13022 at skyslope.com. You can add that email for your transaction as a CC on the authentisigning, and it will automatically send the completed PDF to documents, which will just save you one extra step. So anyways, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Stay tuned. There's going to be a follow-up video that shows you how to accept an offer once you have an active listing, and go from there. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to myself, Andrew Meyer, or Robin Bianchen. We all should be able to answer any of your questions. Have a great day.